Hey, this is Xavier Monet. If you would like to see how I achieve this plummy, grungy glam makeup, then keep on watching. So here I'm using a synthetic brush and MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC45, and I'm just using that to sculpt out my eyebrows. I like to do this sometimes before I fill them in so I don't do overkill, because clearly my brows are big enough. So after I do that, I like to use a brush and my fingers just to soften that up because I don't want it sitting there looking really bright. Then I use Spiked Brow Pencil, also by MAC, just to kind of fill in any areas that just aren't as. I'm now using a 224 brush from MAC and the eyeshadow saddle in my transition area, which is just that space in between my crease and my brow bone. From there, I use the color BROWNSCRIPT, which is a little darker than saddle, and then I go in my crease with an even darker color. I believe that was EMBARK. All over my lid, I'm using Studio Fix powder, which is a powder foundation from MAC in the shade NC42. I like using powder foundation as eyeshadow because it's really matte and the color goes on really, really intense. And the brush that I'm using is just a 239 brush from MAC. So now on to the fun part. I'm using VINO lip pencil under my eye, and that's just what I'm using to get that nice rich burgundy color. So I'm going to apply this pretty heavy, and then I'm going to smudge it out and go back into that orangey color BROWNSCRIPT that I used in my transition, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit more. So I spoke a little too soon. Now you see me using the BROWNSCRIPT. So yes, I'm doing that, and that just kind of makes that VINO really pop, because BROWNSCRIPT's kind of orangey, VINO's very red, and that's what we're doing. I'm now going into my crease using the same brush that I smoked out my under eye with, using that red and orange. So I'm transferring it up to my crease just to really put that red orange all around my eyes. I don't just want it under my eyes. And now I'm using black ice just to line my eyes and really intensify it and make it deeper and smokier. I'm also going on top, doing a very thin line of liner on the top lash line. I'm now using a little bit of Carbon, a black eyeshadow from MAC, in my crease, just to really deepen it up a little bit more. And then you'll see me blend out using that same 224 that I applied saddle and BROWNSCRIPT with, just because I want it all to blend. We don't want any harsh lines. No, no, no. I'm now going into the inner corner of my eye using Global Glow, which is one of my favorite highlighting powders ever, and applying some mascara on my top lashes. I will be wearing lashes, but this just helps the lashes to go on more easily. You see me going back in with VINO again, just kind of deepening it up and smudging it back out again. Now I'm just applying some mascara on my bottom lashes, and that always helps just to make the eyes look bigger and prettier. Do not neglect your bottom lashes if you have them. Now on to my favorite part, the skin. So I'm using NC45 concealer, which was the same concealer that I used up under my eyebrow just to highlight. And I'm applying that with a 130 brush. This is a stippling brush from MAC. I love it. Like, words don't even express how much I love it. And so you see me patting it under my eyes. It's going to be a little bit on my chin, on my forehead, kind of under my nose a little bit. And this is just my highlight. I already have my foundation on, so you see me highlight, and then after that I'm going to go into my contouring. I'm working from the MAC Dark Concealer Palette, and first you see me putting NW45 on my temples, on my jawline, on my cheekbones. Then I go in with NW50, which is even darker, right below that, and you see me blending it up. And that's pretty much what I do, just because I want those two colors to just fade into one another. And you see me sort of dragging it inward on my forehead, dragging it up to meet my highlight on my cheekbones. Again, I'm just softening up my contour. I really don't remember the number of this brush, and it's scratched off, so I really don't know. But again, it's really soft, it's fluffy, and I'm really just diffusing that contour because I do not want it just chilling on my face, sitting in dark patches. That's not cute. A piece of advice when blending your contour and highlight and all those things, just work with your face. Even if you don't exactly know what you're doing, just kind of follow the structure of your face. So if you're working on your cheekbones, blend the contour upward. If you're working on your temples, drag it inward to the rest of your face. Now on to my lips. I'm using Night Moth Lip Pencil by MAC. And you see I have the pencil sharpened, which always helps. And I'm more so dragging the pencil on its side versus using the point. I'm not going to fill my lips in all the way, but I will take the liner inward a little bit just so it blends in better with the lipstick. I'm now using Fluid Lipstick. I swear it's been around literally forever. It's a frost finish, and it's kind of a purpley pink metallic color. Using a synthetic brush like the one I used to highlight under my brows, I'm taking a little bit of the color NW45 mixed with NC50 just to clean up around my lip line. This always helps to make your lips just look so defined, and it makes your lipstick look really, really clean. And now I'm finishing up with some blush in the color Sweet as Cocoa by MAC. And I'm just kind of putting that on my cheekbones, working with the contour that we already placed. Hey everybody, my name is Xavier Monet. I'm 25 and I'm a hair and makeup artist out of Baltimore, Maryland. This is something that I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, but I mean, I definitely overthought it, and I bought a camera and sat with it for like almost a year not really knowing how to work it. So I'm just jumping right on in. Right now I am working off of iPads. I'm still not quite there yet with my camera, so bear with me with the quality, but do know it is going to get better. And I definitely appreciate you guys checking me out. I'm so excited, you don't even know.